So, Sustainable Impact Cohorts, which I hope is a suitable consultancy sounding name. No, it's meant to be. Um, the idea here is arts organizations are vital to our communities, to the health of them in lots of dimensions, culturally, socially, as something that brings people together, and as economic contributors to the communities. The funding source through the federal government, procured through Georgia Council for the Arts, has a recognition of that value and wants to help support arts organizations to be sustainable and grow and continue to develop their impact. I think in a particular way in response to many of the challenges that arts organizations have been through coming out of the pandemic. So hence the title of Sustainable Impact. This is I'm at the end of my presentation. That's what's happening. So what are these cohorts? They are part of an overall Georgia Arts Accelerator program funded by Georgia Council for the Arts. If you choose to participate in these, and these are free to your organizations, it would represent participating in something that lasts over 3 months. It's a program that would be delivered online via Zoom, and it would encompass workshops of teams. And we're hoping to have cohorts made up of, say, 8 to 10, 10 to 12 arts organizations that would come together, making up a cohort. And then it would be highly interactive in team workshops. There would be individualized coaching with the GCN consultant, and then we would, following as part of each of the workshops, which you'll see the content orientation in a minute, there'll be some tools and frameworks that you could apply to your organization. You have a coach that's assigned to you to support you and to help you make progress towards specific goals. And the intent is to have, using a proven framework, you'll be able to better understand the position of your organization and where it stands and what are its opportunities post-pandemic and in this new environment that we have, while making progress toward the goals that you set for your organization. So that is the definitional aspect of it. So what do you get? What's included is an organization assessment and some help through a GCN consultant, identifying your organization's priorities, opportunities on sustainability and growth. Over those 3 months, one cohort may go a little bit longer, but just due to summer calendar. But we have 6 sessions covering these elements of sustainability and growth. So we'll be talking, and these are in the sequence that you would experience. Strategic clarity, understanding your audience, understanding where you are in your market space, financial insight, understanding your financial position and trend, developing a revenue strategy and a supporting marketing strategy for your organization, putting that into practice through operational plans and budgets. And then performance management, in many ways, is a broad coverage for how making sure that we're making the progress toward the goals that we set, encompassing change management and measurement and these kinds of elements. So the 6 sessions, 3 coaching sessions, which are one-to-one with a nonprofit consultant, the tools and resources. And then we will implement or want to have a 6 months check-in after the cohort time is over, just to support you in checking on progress and see where you are overall, and what other ideas might help you continue on your journey of sustainability and growth.
Jim, will this PowerPoint be available to us after
Yes.
Okay.
Carmen, can you make sure that those who come to the information sessions can have access to this?
Yep.
There we go. And one of the things I would point out is, this is happily a team sport. So if your organization, if you wanted to invite other members of your leadership team to participate, or board members, Some smaller organizations there may be some key volunteers that want to come along. So feel free to share this with others. And we encourage, more than one representative of an organization to participate as available. So here's a schedule. Right now we are framing, we're calling it a Tuesday cohort and a Monday cohort. You'll see it again, and you'll have the schedule available. You see how it's structured. I will make a comment about the Ask Me Anything open coaching hour. From doing similar programs, GCN has learned that there's some value in following a session in which there's a lot of content and dialogue and some tools and templates. It's helpful to have the equivalent of open office hours on a campus type setting. So we'll set up an open Zoom line, 2 days after each session, in which, of course, as many organizations as wish to dial in can, and we'll just work through the questions either specific to the previous session's content or other issues in the organization. This is in addition to the one-to-one, one organization to GCN at a time coaching that's available. So that's how you see the schedule sort of in these paired days. This one would start April 11th. And again, given the way holidays and other things fall, actually ends that last week of June. We also have a cohort that we're hoping to fill, both of these that would be more Monday oriented, but same content, same schedule pattern, just different day of the week and different times. So again, what can you expect? As we've touched on much of this, that strategic clarity of your market, your audience, and your position, financial position, revenue strategy, supporting and marketing outreach approaches, and strategies and budgets, as well as this performance management aspect of it. So again, is going to be fairly compressed. How you utilize the tools and such, that's up to you. We want you to be able to extract as much value from this as is appropriate for your organization, but a particular tool or technique is not mandated for you. So while there will be homework, in a sense, you don't have to turn it in. You make it work. You make it work for you. And that sort of connects to the, what we and sort of the funder, the Georgia Council for the Arts, expect from participants here is to participate. So the real value of this comes from having continuity across the cohort sessions and the supporting coaching so that you can make the most application of it. And as I mentioned, team participation is encouraged. Even if the same individual might miss a session, having someone from your team participate in all sessions would be helpful, or team representation across the sessions. We will be asking for some information. I want you to be sure that we will maintain any proprietary information, and we'll give guidance in our discussions that this is meant to be a place where peers can talk openly about the challenges and opportunities they're facing with an expectation of confidentiality. So we're not going to share any of your priority information that we might ask for via a survey or via email exchange to help the coach with the assessment and prioritization with any others. And then it would be an expectation to use the tools and resources provided as best meets the needs and circumstances of your organization. We're not going to mandate use, but take, tailor, and apply what works for you. So and we are wrapping up some of the content here, but I wanted to share what are some other free opportunities available to your arts organizations. And you can ask us more via the link that's here, the Georgia Arts Accelerator page on the GCN website. Some of you may be familiar with our nonprofit university and the diversity of courses that it offers, over 150. This support from the Georgia Council for the Arts includes a scholarship, or access to nonprofit university for your organization. Carmen, I don't know if you wanted to say a little bit more about what that looks like.
Yes. So our nonprofit university subscription covers up to 2 seats in any one of our certificate and or one-off classes in our course curriculum. And you will basically, the breakdown of that would be, Mandy, I'm gonna use you for an example. If you and another one of your coworkers want to take a complete certificate series, then you both will be registered for 2 free seats in that series. And then you guys will be able to take that series at the same time. Or if you wanted to take one class and they want to take another class, then it still is applicable that way as well. And so it covers all of those things there. And speaking on the facilities management cohort, that's also a separate offering that we have as well. It's specifically for the GCA audience, and the purpose of this one is to learn an overview of your facilities management, how to do greater sustainability, risk management, renovation planning, strategy planning, and overall maintenance of your nonprofit organization. And those courses will be offered towards the end, sort of the summer courses. So, and then we are looking to possibly extend into fall. So these will be kind of coinciding with the cohort sessions that Jim was talking about. That way you guys can get both the learning, implementing aspect of it and the consulting part from Jim on the same side. So we wanted to try to make those coincide as closely as possible with each other. So you'll look out for more information from me in relation to both of these offerings right here.
Okay. Carmen, thanks so much. So see, that was the information. Now we have questions, and we're happy to entertain them. This Arts Accelerator program will extend into 2024. You know, our goal, just for example, on the cohorts, that aspect of the 3 elements of it, we'd love to have 100 arts organizations across the state participate in cohorts. So there'll be another wave of cohorts this year and ongoing into the next year, because we want to make sure that as many arts organizations as can participate have that opportunity. So